going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you are going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There is no other feeling like that. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All the way. All the way.
Right guys, big day today. It's the TBX Shed gym opening. As you can see behind me, there's a few people here. I think it's going to be kind of the who's who of British bodybuilding. So I wanted to come down. I used to go to uni with Jordan. Obviously we've stayed in touch over the years. He's just revolutionised British bodybuilding. James Hollingshead, the Shed, one of our best. One of the most, I would say, inspirational kind of bodybuilders that Britain has, just in terms of his work ethic, that blue collar vibe, and just really, really focused for any young guys watching. A fantastic kind of role model to follow. So two guys I have, you know, think extremely highly of, wanted to at least support them, but obviously I'm not the only one. They have a huge following, a huge amount of support here today. So this is a Sunday. I'd normally not train today, but I deferred yesterday's session to today. We're doing delts and arms. It'll be interesting because it is going to be a little bit crazy in there. So we're going to see how it goes, but it'll be a nice opportunity, if nothing else, to have a few chats with some really cool guys and show you guys maybe how to work around a slightly busy gym environment. So we're going to head in as soon as the doors open, check out the incredible facility. I've only seen glimpses, so I'm very excited because I think in terms of the gyms in this country, this is going to go straight in kind of at the top 3 to 5, if not more. So let's get inside and see how it goes. So we are in, a little bit of a cold wait outside. To say it's busy is an understatement, but I think that's a testament to the fan base that these guys have. So you can see behind me, I'm not sure how this session's going to go. Deliberately put delts and arms today, so worst case scenario, grab a pair of dumbbells and go to town. But where there's a will, there's a way. I'd like to get on some of the kit because I know there's some fantastic kit here, but I'm going to get straight over into some lateral raises and we'll take it from there. For anyone out there wondering, like, do I still suffer from gym anxiety? Absolutely. Like in a situation like this, with this amount of people in a new environment, I think the biggest thing right now is just like kind of spending a bit of time in one place and getting used to what we've got about. It seems a bit overwhelming at the minute because it is so busy. Like I'm looking around and thinking, how am I going to get on anything? And it's quite easy to then kind of almost talk yourself out of the session. But because I'm just going to take a moment, do a few stretches, start with some dumbbells, and I'm pretty confident that from there I'll feel a lot more settled. But yeah, I know gym anxiety gets talked about a lot, and we all feel it. We all feel it, and this is definitely a moment, and I've not had one in a while. Okay, so we're getting moving, got a bit of blood in there. Today is basically going to make the most out of what we can get our hands on. Still, you know, a good session is what you make of it. I've always said, as long as you've got a dumbbell and a barbell, you can do what you need. Obviously we're sport for choice here, but there's just a lot of people about, so I should grab a cable, just going to do some single arm stuff. I won't lie, not the nicest feeling cable, but I can feel my delts working. So you guys haven't seen what this session should look like, but I'm going to try and keep it as close as to the format as possible, which is dumbbells to start, an isolation movement on delts, single arm lateral, then a press, and then a superset, which might be impossible with the of side delts and rear delts. And then that'll be delts done, and I'll move on to arms after that. But again, I just want to keep moving, so let's see how it goes. So 2 exercises deep, delts feel full. Again, nothing changes with regards to my pre-workout. I had at a service station exactly the same amount of time, pre-workout shake. Everything's there. I've still set myself up for a really good session. It's just now working around. So going to jump on the prime shoulder press, which conveniently enough is what I'd normally do. Just going to work in with these guys who kindly let me, and again take that for a decent amount of weight. One thing I'll always caveat, and I say this to my clients, is in a new gym environment it can sometimes be quite easy to get overexcited with weight and you know, kind of feel the buzz, try and be a bit of a Superman. Be sensible, don't injure yourself, work hard. Tell you, I've got a good pump, so I'll take that. It's funny the dynamic, or the sort of way your training changes. Obviously I'm working in with guys, so almost subconsciously find myself doing my reps a little bit quicker than normal. So I'm doing my best to stay in my own lane, stay in my own training groove, and yeah, it's just another day in the gym. It's a very different environment, but getting it done. Getting some work done, decent top set there, and then we'll move into a back off, and then it just seems to be getting busier and busier. And then we will see, but no big rest, no big gaps in the session so far, and that's what we want, keep it moving. So supersets out of the question. So I'm just going to do a lateral raise variation here, just progressing in weight. I'll do a double drop set in a minute, probably on this next set. High intensity, plenty of volume. Personally, I think shoulders respond really well to that, and it also limits the amount of, I suppose, stress and strain you're putting on your shoulders, which, as you know, because I've bitched about it for so long, I'm very aware of with mine. So do this, and then a rear delt, and then move on to arms. So, double drop, nice machine to do some partials on there. So just making sure, again, the quality is there no matter what we're doing or how we're doing it. That's lovely. So, rear delt row, high, feel like driving my elbows out, so imagining pulling the arm away from the body. Similar to what we've just done on the lateral raise here. I'm going to do probably 3 progressive sets into a double drop. Yeah, actually happy with how this session's turning out so far. Just kind of found a bit of a flow, which is good, which is very good. Straight into arms, keeping it simple. Found a cable, single arm curls, single arm extensions, 4 sets, 15 reps each set, last set to failure. Super simple, very little rest. And now we go and try and find something else. I'd like to keep it in a superset fashion, because for arms I just want to really keep that intensity, that pump, but we might struggle from here on out. So see if I can get on any of the nice kit. If not, good old dumbbells. I don't know if Sam got that, but one of the first reps I did, I smashed my head with a bar. So I'd like to sound too strong, but that was actually pretty heavy. So feels good. This is nice because being a longer levered man, and I know some of you guys out there are asking about this, certain machines you sort of force yourself to fit. So for example, like a normal preacher with a pivot there, if you've got a longer forearm, you can't always get in line with it. Whereas because this is on a cable basis, you don't have that forced fulcrum. So yeah, that was good. Hard, but good. I'll probably just stick with the same weight and just do 2 more sets with a drop on the last. Volume, volume, volume. Let's go. 360 kilos at the minute. Yeah, 350 pounds. So yeah, on the like I probably won't get much heavier. Probably kind of towards my limit. I'll compete in September, so I'll start dieting in like in May. So I've got like 2 more months. So Italy, there's an intro in Italy, the UK, and then one in France.
Are you
pro? Yeah. So
I definitely recognise it.
Yeah. So this is like technically like my first like pro season. So I got my card to the Arnold's in 22.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
You got the angle on me there, so you might have that one.
I got the height. That's one they'll always have. Thank you. You got to come all the way, right, try and catch my breath. That was a really good session. After the initial sense of overwhelm when we walked in, it was absolutely heaving. As you can see, it is still absolutely heaving. We found a slightly quieter area. So, as I said at the beginning, the session was always going to be off-piste. However, I still wanted to keep as close to my normal format, normal intensity, normal volume as possible. So, the Delts part of the session was very similar. Outside of the final 2 movements, which would normally be a superset. And then obviously with the arms, I just superset the first exercises, and from then on it was just exercise. So 6 total arm exercises. The last tricep extension, very similar to the single arm, but to be honest, I wasn't really going to hang around trying to find a more specific kind of angle on that one. I feel pumped, I'm sweaty, that's not hard at this body weight, but it's been a good session. And that's exactly what I wanted. Fantastic facility. Like when this is at a normal level, me and Sam will come back, get another session in, show you everything in its entirety. But the kit here is awesome. Like it's a bodybuilder's wet dream. Every bit of kit that you can imagine that you would want is here. Obviously Jordan and James are going to be training here. What more inspiration do you want? You know, I think what they've done here is certainly going to make some waves in the British gym scene, which is what we want. It's all positive, it's all amazing, and you know, extremely grateful for both of them to putting their money on the line, their names on the line, and the effort into this. So, massive respect as I already had for them, and yeah, a lot of fun. You probably have seen through the video as well. It was really quite humbling always when people come up to me and say hello and ask for photos. I've been doing this for so long now that I'm kind of used to it, but I'm also always very much feel like they've made a mistake. But to anyone who did, thank you very much. It always makes my day, and yeah, just all in all, a really good day out. So that's it from me. I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe.